it's amazing.
Did you not record it last time?
Last time she did, but the first time she was like,
I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know what? I found it.
It's going.
Now. But yeah, we're recording now. Hi, Tanya. So I did find it more recently, but it's kind of pointless now to put that
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Jeez Louise. Heather! Woo! You guys, Heather's joining us from the UK.
Hey, we're right in the middle of dinner, so I don't know how long I can be on.
Oh, well, dag nabbit. Okay. Did somebody say something? Okay, they totally have an English accent. Do they have a British accent?
Hybrid. It's part English.
I love it.
Here, do you want to say hi?
Hi.
Hi.
Say something longer, like sing me a song or something.
Mommy, what's the
She's like, no.
She's shy.
Okay, so you guys, we are on record now. Hi, Trisha. I'm really excited because this month I'm going to talk to you guys about follow-up. So originally, I wasn't the one going to lead this month's call. It was supposed to be Selena, but she has been super sick. And so I told her I would just take this over for her today. So I wrote out my stuff last night, so no judgment, but I'm probably just going to read off of my sheets that I legit was in bed typing out what I wanted to say to you. And then throw in the time difference as well, the time change, and it's just totally. Okay, hold on. I am going to mute all.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I always do this. Manage for
I don't want to be quiet.
Okay, there. I muted all. Okay, so first things first, I went through through the workstation before I jumped on here. And we want to congratulate Jamie Miller. She has brought in 2 new recruits this month. So we have a total of 11 new recruits this month so far, and we haven't even done our sneak peek. So that is like a raise the roof. Let's raise the roof. Let's blow some hearts. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so top 4 with PRV so far this month, Jamie Miller, Brittany McLean, Tanya Hines, and Amy Gladstone. So yay, girls, 2 of you are right here on this call right now. So raise the roof for them. Whoop, whoop. Yay, I'm so proud of you guys. Okay, we have 3 people that have made advanced consultant this month. That is Suki Rain, and I apologize if I pronounced that wrong. Carly McKinney, and Ross Teigel. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing everybody's names right, and I'm sorry, I apologize. And then on track for Costa Rica, Melissa Thompson, me, Brittany McLean, and Andrea Adams. Woo! Raise the roof. Okay, now 2 on track for Thailand is Selena Nunn and Tamara Laus. So, woo! Yay, guys. I'm so happy. That was awesome. I'm really thrilled. Okay, so for those of you that don't know me, I'm Alicia Rest. I am your upline lead exec, some of your sponsor, some of your grand jamma, great grand jamma. I mean, I kind of feel like I look good for my age, you know? I don't know. Thank you. I got that A-okay. So I started almost 4 years ago. You guys, it's almost 4 years. May will be 4 years. How insane is that? That's insanity to me. So I've made every trip since I joined except for this year's. I didn't make Puerto Vallarta. I know, it's okay. To be honest, I wasn't really working hard towards Puerto Vallarta because I've been there, and last time I went, I got really, really sick. So I was like, I don't want it. I don't want to go for this one. And then towards the end is when I was like, oh, why did I do that? So now I'm kicking myself in the pants because I know I'm going to be sad. But I've got something up my sleeve with another friend that's made every trip as well. So it's going to be quite hilarious. You guys will have to watch for it. We're going to create a hashtag, and we are going to like bombard those trip people. So it's going to be awesome. Hi, Katie. Chelsea, your picture disappeared. Okay, so let's talk about a brand value. So who here loves our brand values? Okay, I'm going to unmute all of you because I want to know what your favorite brand value is. Actually, I'm going to mute all. You guys can unmute as you want to speak up. I want to hear what your favorite brand value is and why. Okay, so don't be shy. Somebody speak up. Okay, Heather, unmute yourself. Oh, wait, here I can, yeah.
Okay, be a blessing is my favorite one.
Why?
Why? Because you're blessing other people. And there's nothing more beautiful than that, is there?
No, I love Be a Blessing is actually my favorite one.
That one is by far my favorite. If you can do things to bless other people and you're benefiting others, it's the best.
I have to say, I think our team especially is really good at that brand value. So I'm pretty proud of us. So yeah, thank you, Heather, for speaking up. Okay, who else wants to speak up with a brand value that they love? Don't be shy now.
I'll do mine.
Oh,
Sorry. Go, Katie.
no, I was gonna like totally make myself look ridiculous, but can you remind me what they are?
Okay.
Just saying, I can't remember. I'm bad at remembering stuff, so I know it's be a blessing, be a family.
So it's be fresh, be daring, be now, be fearless, be a blessing, be a family, be
I
creative.
cannot write that fast. Can you slow down a little bit, please?
Okay, be fresh.
Okay, be fresh. Yes.
Be
As I'm still in my pajamas and have not even washed my face. Yes. Okay, be fresh.
Be daring.
Yes.
Be now.
Now.
Be fearless. Be a blessing. Be a family. Be creative. Be generous. And be unique.
Okay, I'm going to mute myself now. Thank you.
Chelsea.
Mine's be a family.
I love that
because I have my own family who I love dearly, but sometimes want to kick them to the curb. I don't want to kick any of you girls to the curb. You're all my family, and I love you.
So happy to hear that. Okay, who else wants to jump in? What's your favorite? Trisha, are you unmuted? You want to talk? No? Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll attempt to talk, but
Okay.
I have a lot of other noises. So, I have to agree with the be a blessing. As I think that it's very strong in this team. It's stronger in this team than any other like sneak peeks or previews I've ever done of any other company, and I really like that.
I love it too. Yay. Okay, Danielle, you look like you were raising your hand. You got unmuted.
There. Okay. Good heavens. Technology is not my thing. I love the value of being fearless. I love that was our theme last year, but really I feel like our group of ladies really push themselves to that motto, whether it is to be fearless and outgoing, to be a blessing, but you've got to take that step forward. And that's one of the values that runs deep for me. I don't know. Yeah. It helps me every day.
Well, I love that you incorporated that into all of the other ones too. Like, that's awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, Katie, are you raising the roof or are you saying me?
No, I was totally raising the roof. I mean, I'm looking at the list and I feel like I have they're equal. I think they're all equally as important. And whenever I hear them speak up, I'm like, oh yeah, I like that one too. But like when Danielle's talking about being fearless, I look at this list and think, what do I want to teach my young ladies in my life? And for my girls, being fearless is something that I want them to learn early. And so if I can model that to them through this opportunity, then that feels really good, because man, if they can learn that now, then the world is theirs, you know, to do whatever they want with. And I also don't want them to, I want them to love themselves from an early age. I look at so many people on our team that are overcoming this love for themselves and learning to love themselves. And it's just like, oh, why did we not incorporate this into our lives early, you know? And so I love that that one is one that pushes us to stretch, but I also want to figure out how to pass it on to my kids through this opportunity early. So I love that one. I love Be a Family, because with this tribe, like I tell you guys all the time, I think, I say it, I'm like a broken record. One person can make a difference, but a tribe, a family can make miracles happen. So that one runs deep for me. Be a Blessing, obviously, is huge for me. I have big dreams and visions of, if I can make this opportunity grow, then there's so many people out there that I want to bless with that financial freedom. I'm not very creative, so that one I kind of skip over. Be Generous also goes along with Being a Blessing, but all of them, you know, some of them are harder for me, but I think that they all have a purpose for sure.
I have to say you do a very good job of leading fearlessly, because there are things that you do, Katie, that I am like, you are so brave. Like, I mean, I'm not saying it like, oh, I can't believe you did that. I'm saying it like, oh, that's so amazing. You know what I mean? Because you definitely have traits in you that are completely different than mine, and you know that. And it's so great, because it's like, I see things that you do and it helps me personally, because I'm like, I could do that. Katie just did that. I could totally do that. So I think you do a good job on that one, just have to say. Okay, so guys, I am going to get started now with talking about follow-up. So again, since this wasn't pre-planned for me to be taking the lead this month, I legit typed this out last night in bed and was like brain dumping onto my paper. So hopefully it's all going to make good sense to you. But I do feel that follow-up is the key to your business in every aspect. Okay, so I'm going to read off of my notes just because I don't want to forget anything, and I'm like so tired from this stupid time change. Have I said that the time change is stupid yet? Because it's stupid. Okay, so follow-up is important, okay? So if you don't follow up with people you meet, say you're at a networking event, you're at an in-home party, you're at one of the fairs, you know, you booked this really big event for the Comic-Con or something, you know, and you don't follow up with them, then you are wasting your time. You're wasting your energy, your money, and effort that you put into meeting them in the first place. Okay. So we put ourselves out there so we can meet others. So you're going to want to follow up with them. You'll be having a lot of dates, but very little will develop beyond the first stage if you don't follow up with them. Okay. It might happen that somebody calls you out of the blue 3 years after meeting you at an event. But if they only met you once briefly, then it's more likely that they have forgotten about you within a week of meeting you. And who can blame them? Be honest here, because you probably do the same thing, right? I mean, I cannot tell you, in the very beginning stages, I failed to follow through with so many people. And the reason why is because I struggle with the fear. Okay. Like, I don't want to be a nuisance. Okay. So they got to know you a little. Now you need to work on building the like and trust, because the like and trust is huge for you and for your business, because, well, people are more likely to buy from you if they know, they like, and they trust you. In fact, that was my next line. Don't assume that they will call me when they need me. They've got my card. Your card is probably lurking in their purse. I'm one of those that does this regularly. At the bottom, again, me, regularly, just like every other item that gets tossed inside the abyss. Until they go to clean out the goldfish crackers, then throw away all paper items without even taking a second glance. I mean, who else does that? Please raise your hand if you are like me. I mean, seriously, like goldfish crackers are always in my purse, and then they get crunched up, and then I get annoyed, and so I dump out my purse and I throw away all the papers that are with it. Probably not the best idea, right? Okay, so the reality is that your prospect might be a very busy person with an overflowing inbox. I mean, my emails, you guys, let's see here. My emails alone, I have 158 unread messages, and that's keeping up with my emails for me. Totally a victim of that. With an overflowing inbox, or you got the wrong email address. I'm constantly reminding people, don't forget the R in my britches and boots email. Don't forget the R. Or they are just a human being with too much to do, and who doesn't have the time to respond to strangers, right? You need to follow up with them. So it's great to reach out in different ways, such as by email, mail is huge, and phone. Build your profile and credibility in general to become more recognizable in the first place. So they will open up your email because that's like the first big hurdle process. I mean, you need to start some sort of a relationship with them in order for them to be able to connect with you on that personal level. Because, I mean, to be honest, the first thing I do in my email is I go through and I pick the people that I know and I open those emails first. I mean, how about you guys? Raise a hands for anybody else? Yes. Okay. So I have to say, I hate having us on mute all because.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Okay, so one of the things that I've heard and that I find to be true for myself is if that subject line is very intriguing.
I'm getting to that actually.
Oh, okay, perfect. 'Cause I was going to say, does anybody have any good examples or what they use that they found? Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Mute myself then.
Okay, so like I said, I'm reading off my notes because typically I would like study up on this more and like really, but I wrote it last night, so I apologize. Okay. So what is for you a very important email might have been missed completely by your potential client, or might be sitting in their to follow up list for weeks. I have one of those as well. The truth is that if you approach a potential client in a professional, personal, and timely manner with something that genuinely might be of interest, you will never be a nuisance. If you send a personalized email to the correct person, no spelling mistakes, and definitely no dear sir, or you want to personalize it, make it personalized to them at that right time. So not just before major events with either a specific request or question or with something that's of interest to them, when they are far more likely to respond. If you're sending irrelevant info or send information out too often, then it becomes a nuisance. Okay, always have something to invite people to. Okay, this is key. So, you've got your VIP page. That's something you can invite people to. You are having an online party. We had the mega party. They always have something to invite them to when they are brand new. In general, people don't like to be sold, but they love an invite. Okay, follow up immediately after an event. When you get a business card at an event, networking event, party, or wedding, seriously, weddings are really good for networking with people. Make sure that you make a little note on the back of that card with details about that person. Because a lot of times when you leave, you're going to forget different things that you talked about. Like, oh my gosh, this person is just as obsessed with Dutch Brothers as I am, right? I mean, that's something I'm going to want to write on the back of the card. Did you see the new menu at Dutch Brothers? Like that sort of thing. So then this way you're not going to get people mixed up. So get in touch within 2 to 3 days after the event is finished, probably by email, but could be phone too. And make sure that the subject line, here we go, Katie, and first line of your email refers to how you met, okay, and their specific inquiry. So follow up from Washington County Fair could be my subject or my subject line. Thank you for your visit to my booth at the input where you met that person. Okay. If you don't hear from them within 1 to 2 weeks, just follow up with another very polite, always keep it polite, email saying, just wondered if you saw this email I sent you 2 weeks ago, or follow up with a phone call if you have their number. I'm going to be honest, I suck at phones, like suck at phones. In fact, I don't know how I used to like sit on the phone forever as a kid, and then the receiver would get really hot against my ear, and then I knew it was time to hang up, right? I mean, I hate phones now. It's horrible. Okay, so snail mail. I love snail mail. Most of you guys know this about me already. As people are getting less and less snail mail these days, it's always bills. It's always something that they don't want to open. It's a lot of, campaigns and different things. They want something fun to come in the mail, right? So sending something interesting and exciting by post might be the best way to get you noticed. So use an interesting color envelope or package, handwrite their address, use pretty paper, include a small sample, and be creative. So one of the things that I love to do, and I notice Courtney's been doing this lately too, which I love, is I love to make sure that I seal the backs of them with different washi tape, make them pretty. And then I have fun little stamps and stuff that I'll stamp the front of the envelope with. So, it'll like, I've got one that says snail mail and air mail, stuff like that. And, just make it fun and inviting. I try to always make it be something that I would want to receive. And I love pretty packages. Like Rifle Paper Company is my absolute favorite because their packaging gets me every single time. Okay. So follow up utilizing regular newsletters. This is something that I have set up so mine goes out monthly. Look into different options such as MailChimp, Maven, or the one I use every month, it generates my newsletters for me, is Fizbee. Okay, I love Fizbee. So please make sure that people on your database have given you permission to get your newsletter. Okay, this is really, really important. It's not only irritating to get unwanted newsletters, but it's actually illegal. So email management programs like MailChimp, Constant Contact, and Aweber will ask for the confirmation from the people who sign up, which is compliant by the law. Okay. Give out referrals of other people's businesses. I do this all the time. I'm sure you guys see me posting out pictures of me wearing Little Bird Boutique, right? It's a local shop owner here in town. She actually dresses me for different events we go to, like JamCon. I already told her we're going to Nashville. So she'll help me pick out my outfits and stuff. So I refer her out all the time. My friend that does Rodan and Fields, I refer her out all the time. Be sure that you are my hairdresser, referring other people. It's going to help you because they're like, oh my gosh, Alicia just gave me another referral. Thank you so much. Well, then somebody's going to come to them and be like, I really need to get some gel on my nails. Oh, I have this friend. She does Jamberry and they have an in-home gel system. Let me set you up with each other. Okay. So, like my friend Allegra has a stamp company, I've referred so many people to her because I love her stamps. So in return, she's constantly giving me referrals too. You can go another route also for the referring because you want to, be sure you're telling them, hey, let so-and-so know that I sent you. Let so-and-so know that that you're a friend of mine, okay? Because then this gets your name dropped there. And then another way you can go about this is you can start an email between both parties. And I do this often on Facebook too. So I start a message between both parties and introduce them to each other. Hi, Heather. So this is my friend Kristen, and she does Jamberry. And you know what I mean? Just introduce each other to one another because then that's automatically getting your name out there that you're the one that referred them and connected them. Make sense? Okay. I saw this and thought of you. This is one of my favorite things ever. I mean, who doesn't love to be thought of, right? As you guys know, like my love language for sure is gifts. A second love language is words of affirmation, right? So the reason behind me loving gifts isn't because somebody's going out there and like, oh, spending money on me. It's because the fact that they went somewhere and they took the time and they thought about me in the process, right? That, oh my gosh, it just totally makes my entire heart just bubble over. So same thing with your customers. You know, you had talked about pizza. They love pizza. You can be like, oh my gosh, I just tried this new pizza place that came into town. You've got to try it. It totally made me think of you, right? I mean, I had a friend the other day who sells Stella and Dot. She sent me a text picture and she goes, look what I'm eating. Totally made me think of you. She was eating Captain Crunch berries, which is my nightly habit. I love my Crunch berries. So just keep it light. It doesn't have to always be about Jamberry when you're following up with people. Make sure that you, I don't know why my thingy's singing, I apologize. Make sure that you are, you know, throwing yourself out there and not always making it about the business. Okay, this is how you're going to create these relationships. I love the old saying of treat others the way you would want to be treated. Think about this when you are doing your follow-up. Okay, what would you want someone else to do when they're following up with you? How would you want them to contact you? Think about yourself in their shoes, okay? So what would you love to receive if it was vice versa? So that goes, for example, like when I'm mailing packages out. So when my daughter was 3 months old, I started a hair clip business called Bliss Baby Designs. One of the biggest things that I did for that business, which was huge, and I carried it over to Jamberry, is that I've always made sure that from the moment they get the box or the package from me, it's appealing to the eye. So from the second they have this package in their hand, they are so excited to rip into it, because it just makes them so excited, right? Like, I love stuff like that. I am a sucker for stuff like that. So make it appealing. Make them want to rip into it and open it up. Yes, Katie?
Okay. So I don't know if I've heard this from you before. It probably was from you because you are so good at that. But somebody once upon a time, probably Alicia, said that she wanted it to be like an experience.
That was me.
Okay, so like when you open a package, it should like be this experience, and then if it comes again, you're like, whoa, I gotta get, I get another experience. And I think the same thing about like Style Box or people's subscription boxes. And then what I was really gonna say is, have you guys seen the new commercials for Wish? Like, where you can get things for like $1?
No.
You all know the app called Wish, right? And so all of a sudden they're having all these advertisements on TV where people, it's the experience, right? Like they're opening the box and it's literally a product that they bought for $1, but they're so stinking excited when they're opening this package. I'm like, that's what I want my customers to feel. And I keep thinking about like my VIP group and my Club 12, and how can I make them so stinking excited that when they open that box, they want to share that experience with like the rest of the VIP group or whatever. But I'm always looking for marketing ideas, and that Wish one has totally drawn me in. Like, it's just been on for like the last couple of weeks, but anyhow, experience, that's what we want them to.
Yes, because that's my favorite way to receive things, is just like, for instance, yesterday. So I have a Style VIP who buys regularly from me, right? And she sent me a message, and she was like, okay, hey, so I want to put on Check Me Out. Would it go with any of these? And she put a list of jams. I said, okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to go sit and I'm going to really look and pair them together and see what I think. And I looked at it and I actually didn't like any of the combos that she was going to put with it. So I made a suggestion. I said, well, if you have Gatsby, this would look amazing with Check Me Out. And then I also said, but I want you to do something like, crazy and add in a sparkle. I was like, do you have any sparkle wraps? And she was like, no, I actually don't. I've got a cart full right now. She was like, it's up to almost $400 because of all the wraps that I want to get from your going, gone. So I was like, okay, well, if you want to, I will leave a couple half sheets, or I'll leave a half sheet out for you, is what I said. I'll leave a half sheet out for you. We've got family in town, so things are a bit crazy. If you want to, just let me know. And she was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding? I would love that. So I actually went upstairs and I went through my wraps and I found a bunch of different sparkle finishes. Some have, like other things on them too. And it's just old wraps, right? They're just sitting around. I'm not using them. Do you remember back at Conference and Summit originally, you could buy like those, what were they called? Does anybody remember the name of those packages where, it's like, they're retired and whatnots. Okay. So I had a bunch of those still. So I went through and I cut a half sheet off of a bunch of these and I put them all together. And then I was like, you know what? She needs a new nail file. She needs a new plum pusher. I really want her to try the Nourish. So I grabbed a couple packets of samples of that. And then I really want to make sure she's using the application, our application cleaner stuff. My brain, you guys, time change. And so I threw in an application wipe because I couldn't remember if she's actually used it before. So I stuck this all in this cute little paper bag. And then I took some organza ribbon that I buy at World Market, and I always have it, right? But it makes everything look fancy. And I just took a simple white tag, wrote her name on the front of it. On the back, I said, thank you so much for always being amazing. You are such a kind soul. And so I didn't say anything about Jamberry. I just, gave her a compliment. And I put a cute little doily on there that I already had. And then I took a paper clip thing and I clipped it all together so that it was an experience from the second she picked it up off of my porch. But the thing is when she got home and opened that package and realized that it was more than one half sheet of wraps, she literally lost it. She was so excited, messaged me. She was like, so which ones do you want me to return? Like, do you want me just to pick one? I was like, girl, these are for you. Enjoy them. Put them into your stash, And she was so excited. Did it cost me anything? No, it's just stuff I had laying around, but it totally made her day. And because she is somebody that regularly buys from me, I feel guilty sending just another thank you card because, this is something that Brittany and I talked about before. She was like, okay, Alicia, what do I do when it comes to people that have purchased from me time in and time out? Okay. Because obviously we like to follow the 2, 2, and 2 method. You guys know what that is? 2 day, 2 week, 2 month, right? So we like to follow that method. If you guys need some great ideas on how to follow, okay, bye Heather. It's okay. If you guys need some great ideas on how to, what to send out during those 2, 2, and 2, I can go ahead and post a video that Amy Grace Smith sent me a long time ago. And it's by far the absolute best. And there's no point in, reinventing the wheel when our amazing Amy Grace Smith totally rocked it with that video. Okay, so I'll go ahead and share that in the team page. But for Brittany and I, we were talking about, well, what do we do for customers that you've already done that 2, 2, and 2 with, right? They're continually coming back to you. What do you send them? Well, this is when you start sending extra things, okay? So like I did for Tiana, I went ahead and gave her a bunch of half sheets, right? It can just be stuff that you have lying around, or, you could buy him a $5 gift card to Starbucks and stick it in there as a thank you. Be like, I wanted you to be able to do your nails and have some coffee, some alone time, just get them excited and just be like, thank you so much, girl. I love you. You know what I mean? Just show them some love. It doesn't always have to be Jamberry. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant, but make sure that as they keep coming back to you, you're just throwing them some other things. It could be other products that you're wanting them to try. Samples of the hair care. Hello. Those would be the first people to send that out to, right? So, again, always keep in mind the 2, 2, and 2 methods after an order, 2 days, 2 weeks, and 2 months. Start working on systems to make this easier. I'm sitting in my room because I'm enjoying the sunlight coming through, but in my office, I have on the door one of those organizers that I have different, free shipping cards. I have the $5 referral cards. So, they refer somebody, they get $5 off, and the referral gets $5 off by redeeming it through me. So I have those, different things color coded. So you can color code your envelopes in advance so that things are already ready to go for you. So you've got the the 2-day, the 2-week, the 2-month envelopes are already lined up, but you've got them different colors. So then you just slide them out, you write their address on it, and you throw it in the mail. It's done, right? You don't have to think about it. So that's something you could be doing during your power hours, is to start getting yourself all these systems set up. Another thing I do, some of you that have been doing coaching calls with me know that I do this. I have index cards that I write everything down on. Well, it's the same thing with my style VIPs, with people that are ordering through me, so that I have a system in place so I know when I sent them a message, I know when I need to follow up with them next, or I know some of their likes and dislikes. You know, I'm making a card for my style VIPs that I'm going to mail out to each one of them that's going to ask them questions like, what's your favorite color? When's your birthday? What's your love language? Tell me 5 of your most favorite things ever. Do you want a unicorn? I mean, just whatever. I'm making a simple little list. Okay, bye, Chelsea. And so then that way I can just mail it out to them. I can keep those in my index cards, so then I know that when Katie wants, you know, she just placed another big order with me, and so I'm going to mail her something that is off of, you know, it could be a Mars bar for all you know. You know what I mean? Just finding out what they like, okay? So color-coded, so when you went to send, it's easy. But now I'm going to open up the conversation to you guys, because I've been babbling for a long time, and I don't like hearing my voice that much. So as you want to jump in and add things to us, go ahead and unmute yourself and ask questions. I'm here. Ready, set, go. Not all at once now.
I have a question.
Okay.
A follow-up, because it's not my strong point at all. Mail in general is not my strong point at all. So I'm wondering if anybody on has had really good, so I toyed around with Maven a little bit, and I love the idea of it, but I still didn't like completely buy in and get it going. So I'm just wondering if anybody has like really bought into that program and used it, and what your experience has been with it.
I wish Brittany and Chelsea were still on here, because those are 2 that actually use it regularly. And I personally haven't jumped into the Maven thing as well. So.
Okay. I'm just wondering, because like I said, it's not my strong point. So I'm wondering if I did something more like it would be more organized and right for me.
So I've used Maven quite a bit. Not as much the last couple months, but if you're on their mailing list at all, they actually just sent out an update from March that they're working on some customizable templates and stuff for your messages. So I think it's going to really turn into something super cool that makes it more personal instead of just the standard copy paste message to everyone. But I have found, even if I don't use it for my follow-ups, sorry, noisy kids, it's super nice for my VIPs and things, because I can track everything they've ordered without going into my dashboard. I can just pull up their profile super quick and tell them when we went through the going, gone list. They forget what's in their stash, I swear. And so I can pull it up. Oh, you already have that one. You don't need that. And I can see what similar things and make recommendations and stuff. So it's been really nice, if nothing else, for that.
That's cool. So it keeps track of their orders as well.
Yeah, you can see everything that they've ordered. And what about like, I know that as of right now, it's just mobile friendly, but are they looking, do you know if they're looking at making it desktop friendly? Because that's the other thing. I'm so slow at like doing it on my phone. If it was on desktop, I think I would use it a lot more.
I think they are. It's just a long ways out. The one thing that is going to be soon, though, is they're going to have a way to import all your contacts through an Excel file. So you won't have to enter everybody manually on your phone. So that is coming very soon. They actually just posted it like a tutorial and a template to follow to fill in your Excel sheet, so it's ready to go.
Oh,
Wouldn't that have to be used from the computer then?
I don't know. I'm not sure how they're going to do that.
Kristen's saying no, so I must be really tech challenged.
Good thing you have your hubs for that.
I know, right, Katie? He saved you last month.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's one thing that I've just been wanting. Like, I loved it, the idea of it, and then I just kind of fell off with it. So, okay, thank you, Christy.
Yes, Kristen, you unmuted.
Oh, about if you have like Google Docs or something on your phone, then you should be able to use like Excel and upload it that way.
Oh, see, I don't have Google Docs on my phone.
Yeah,
Okay.
it comes in handy.
So I should probably do that, is what you're saying. So do you want to come over and you could just like organize all of my tech stuff? Because I suck at that stuff. Have I said that yet? I mean, I have my day planner because my husband wanted me to sync up calendars. You know how apparently you can do that with your phones? I was sliding things away to ignore them. And then I was like, what? I missed what? So yeah, I'm old school.
No, you can, like, whenever you say you want to go to an event or something, like, usually it'll ask you if you want to sync it to your calendar, and then you just pick which calendar you have. And then you can add, like, reminders. Like, usually if I'm going to an event, I'll get a reminder for the hour before and then a day before.
So, Kristen, are you local here? Is that what you're saying?
I'm in Chicago.
Oh, well, what were you talking about, Alicia? Like, just,
that was a joke. And that's why she laughed. But you,
Kristen, can you come to the next area meeting and like we could do like a hands-on tutorial of how to run our phone?
just fly out here. Kristen, you can stay with me.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna mute.
Okay, anybody else have anything? You guys are the quietest bunch I've ever met. It's because of time change, isn't it? I'm blaming everything today on time change. Okay, guys, well, that's all I have for you. Thank you for joining me, and I'm super excited. I actually have no idea, maybe Katie knows, who's doing the Zoom call next month. But if you can, maybe send Selena a private message and just say, you know, we're praying that you feel better or get well soon. She has been ill for a while, and so we're just trying to help her out a little bit, and I'm excited that we could help her on this one.
I have a question.
Yeah?
I totally missed the beginning. I'm sorry, I was getting my little off to preschool, but so maybe you did something like this. But I see a couple new faces on here who I don't know, like Kristen. Like, did you do like a getting to know each other thing at the beginning? Or
Nope. Go ahead and take it over, girl.
No, I want to take it over.
Recognition. I did recognition for you.
Oh, I missed it. I'm gonna have to watch the recording. So, like, who? I don't know Kristen. I don't know. I mean, I recognize. Can everybody just say who you are, where you're from, and how long you've been with us? Can we just do something silly like that? And how about like, what's your favorite or not holiday? Let's do. What's your favorite season?
What's your least favorite thing about time change?
In that. Okay. I'll start. I'm Katie. I've been with Jamboree for
almost 4. You're right after me.
2014. Mm-hmm. Okay. 2014. My favorite season is spring. Spring. And my least favorite thing about time change is, if I have to work that shift at work, it totally, because a 12-hour shift turns into a 13-hour shift. So, anyways, that's me.
Okay, next. Tina, are you going next?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Tina Sawakis, and I have been with Jamboree. It'll be my 2 years later this month, March 29th, 2015. And I am part of Sarah Stone's downline. Amber Tobin is my sponsor.
Love Amber.
I love Amber. She's amazing. My favorite season is fall. And my least favorite thing about the time change, less sleep.
Me too.
Thanks, ladies.
Okay, who's next?
You're one of the people that I'm like, I've seen you on the page, but it's so different when I get to see people in real on Zoom. So thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I love hearing who your upline is too. So please include that.
I'm Katie's upline since she doesn't include any of that stuff. But
yeah, Leisha's my direct sponsor. Who is Brianna saying, I've been with Jamboree 11 months. Oh, where did it go?
It's under chat, my love. So it says, I've been with Jamboree 11 months. My sponsor is Melissa Thompson, who is my baby too. I love the fall football. I hate the time change because my kids' sleep is wacky. Yes.
Right. Agree. I can't see your pretty face, Brianna, but thank you. And yes, go Pack Go for football.
Go Bees. Okay, Kristen, why don't you go?
Oh, she muted herself.
I was going to unmute myself, but then I think you unmuted for me. I'm Kristen. I live in Chicago. I started 2 months ago.
Awesome.
Aisha Ellis is my upline, my sponsor. And my favorite season is fall because I like to wear jackets. And
Wetter weather.
I don't like the fall back because then it's like lighter outside in the morning.
I like fall back.
No, I don't. I like it. I don't. Like I have an 8-month-old and he actually is doing fine with the time change. So, but I wake up like right when the sun comes up. So, like now it's later, so it's still a little darker and I'm getting up, and I prefer that.
Oh,
So who's your sponsor again, Kristen?
Aisha Ellis.
She's my jam baby.
Okay, so Alicia's your team manager also. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out how all these teams fit
Okay, so Aisha's the one that I'm always singing, Aisha, you are the girl that I never had. Whenever I talk about her on the team page, I always sing that song because that was my favorite song growing up. Another Bad Creation. Come on now.
Cool.
Okay.
Kristen.
Let's go, Danielle. Come on.
Okay, there I am. Okay. Hi, I'm Danielle Heil, and I live in Morris, Minnesota, which is like south central Minnesota. I'm originally from Montana. My upline is Katie, and my grandmama is Alicia. Let's see, what else? My favorite season is fall. It's crazy around here on the farm, but it's just like that. I don't know. It's just a fun time, and that's my favorite weather here. Otherwise, I'm sweating all the time in the summer and freezing at 40 below in the winter, so that's not fun either. Let's see. Was that it? Yeah, I think that's it.
Thank you.
Can I just say, look at that baby right there, and look at that baby right there.
Right. Yes. Thank you, Danielle. Trisha's next on my screen.
Yep.
Trisha, oh Trisha.
Hello.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
So I've been with Jamboree I'm Trisha Hafner. I've been with Jamboree about 2 years, just over 2 years. Christy is my upline. Lack of sleep is what I hate about spring forward. I love fallback because of the extra hour. And I really don't have a favorite season. I love the spring because of flowers and everything, but I like fall because fall's my favorite season to dress for, and summer's warm. So I love them all.
I do too. I like having the mixture for sure.
I do.
The one really cool thing about living in Oregon, you guys, is we get all the seasons here. So that's like, for me, I love all of the seasons because we get all of them and they're beautiful. So, okay, that's my add-in. Okay.
Christy. Sorry, I'm taking up extra time, you guys, but I just have to know. If I get the opportunity to meet people, I'm like, I gotta know. So.
Okay.
Oh, Christy.
I'm here. I'm Christy. I've been with Jamboree 2.5 years. Tammy Sparks is my sponsor. Summer's my favorite because that's the only time I'm warm, I swear. And actually, this time change has been awesome. Like, all my kids were still asleep at 8 o'clock in the morning, and that's like unheard of. So it's been good.
I had to have my kids out the door at 7:30.
We're homeschooled. I have no problems with that.
That's the only reason why I would want to homeschool.
Right there. yeah, not being up early in the morning, it's worth it.
Okay, Tammy, your turn. You gotta unmute.
Okay, hello.
Like, oh crap.
I'm Tammy. I have been with Jamboree for 3 years at the end of the month, I think. Something like that. What were the other questions? Favorite holiday? Or not holidays. Favorite season? I don't have a favorite. I like them all. And then time change. It's just because I can't think. I'm so tired.
Oh, you're like me.
Yes, I am exhausted. And then Katie is my sponsor. Is that it?
Yeah.
And headed to Leadership Academy.
Hopefully. So when's the sign up? Because I've been looking. Is it today or tomorrow?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Is Brittany on here? She should know.
She's not on here.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll look later again.
Okay, and then Rebecca sent a message. 3 months part of Jamboree. Love the fall and winter. Ooh, she loves the snow.
I do too.
So that's right, you do. Her sponsor's Melissa Thompson. Time change doesn't bother me. Technology helps with that. I agree, sister. Like, you guys, I love that my cell phone like corrects its own time.
Thank the Lord. Do you remember when back in the day when we had to like get up and go through and change everything? Like I
totally did that though. I went and changed all the clocks in my house like right after dinner, so bedtime was early.
Yes.
Smart.
That is really smart. My kids argued with me because I forgot that they have clocks in their room.
Oh, funny. Oh, thank you guys for that extra 5-10 minutes. I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, you girls, love you, llamas. You guys are amazing. I appreciate all of you. And I pray that the rest of your day is blessed. I'm going to go enjoy the sunshine. We're planting flowers today. That's my big plan. And it's National Nap Day. Whoop, whoop. So go take your naps, ladies.
I'm on it.
Love you guys. Mwah.
Bye.
Bye.